Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today we're going to be looking at a replay of the Ice 8 on Sam River. And we are going in all guns blazing in this replay. The name of the mission that we have to accomplish. We are doing the missions for the T-28 concept at the moment, and I'm going to slow it down to give myself more time to speak. The mission requires us to do 2,000 damage to enemy heavy tanks and kill 3 enemy vehicles. And now, with the IS-8, you have an amazing gun, but the tank itself is quite mediocre. You have good speed and mobility, traverse is good, the turret armor is good, the gun is great, it has a great amount of penetration, 258mm with standard AP, and if you need to use dirty heat rounds, you have 340 penetration. I'm not sure why I carry so many. 7 seems a bit excessive. I might have to turn that down. Take a couple of those gold rounds away. Anyhow, the turret armor is quite good, except you can be penetrated in the cupolas. Well, it's a very minimal target. I wouldn't worry about that. What's going to annoy you to no end, as with most IS-8 drivers, is the hull armor is very bad indeed. The angle is not as good as the IS-3 before it, and the lower plate is bigger, and its effective thickness is much less effective. You will be penetrated consistently in the hull. The side armor can be a bit trolly with this side skirting here, and then the rear armor is very well, it's not flat, it is slightly angled, but it's weak. The back of the turret can be penetrated around here, as well as the rear of the turret, of course. The front of the turret will only be penetrated by heat rounds, as well as high penetration guns. Anyhow, let's speed it back up and take a look at the replay. So around Sam River, we are on a assault game mode, and we are on the defending team. The thing I like to do on this map is come to the right hand side if the spawn is good, if I spawn at spawn 1, and I like to go onto this ridge. Now, the thing is with the IS-8, like many Soviet vehicles, is you have poor gun depression, meaning you have to show more of your hull by going over the hill, going over a hill, say. And I managed to spot this Batchat, and this Batchat, a bit of a spoiler, is going to cause me a huge amount of trouble. I decide that I'm done spotting the right hand side, so I'll travel to the left, see if I can hit anything or spot anybody that comes into my gun sight. I saw an AMX 1390 and he, I believe, is quite a significant threat. He was spot for those 2 artillery, M53 55s. I do not like those artillery, they are very powerful. They have a partial turret which allows them to turn and reacquire targets without going for the full aiming speed. The other artillery, if you've seen some other videos you'll know that I hate, is the Batchat 155 58 tier 10 French artillery, auto-loading demon that it is. Anyhow, I come down into this lower gap so I will not get shot at from the enemies on the ridge, and I see this Batchat. And now, due to the poor gun depression, as I mentioned earlier, I have to try and re-angle the armor so I can get the gun on target. As you can see, we're rolling back up, trying to reacquire a good position. I think I reacquire a good position now, as my gun has enough depression to be able to shoot at the target now. However, pause. He tracks me, goes straight through the front drive wheel, and because it's a Batchat, you know what's coming next. 1 shot into me, 2nd shot retracks me, 3rd shot, 4 shots. He managed to get 4, and me and this, thankfully this AMX 1390 was here to assist. So now I've lost all my health with 4 shots of that Batchat, the last of which would have killed me, and that would have been a very poor game, only having achieved 835 damage thus far. However, there is a E100. We fire and set him on fire. And he burns for 1115 damage. Very nice indeed. This is why you always carry fire extinguishers, people, especially in your big, slow, heavy tanks. That E100 did not seem to know that, and he burned because of it, and we gained a nice amount of fire damage, 741 in fact, coupled with the main shot which set him on fire anyhow. So we did 1115 damage to him. Now we're going to assist our IS-7, who is getting shot at from all directions. We put a lovely shot into the 113. Now 113 has great hull armor, but not a great lower plate. As you saw with that, he goes down. Only did 66 damage, but that's a kill. We've got 3 kills because we killed the Batchat, we killed that E100, and we now killed this 113. Just pause it here. You can see how the hull armor of the 113 is very well angled, and it's quite thick. I think it's 120mm. And the turret armor is very good, other than the cupolas, but the lower plate, much like the WZ-111, is not good at all. So shoot it there. And 258 pen with this great M62 weapon will do that for us, no problem at all. We see the 121, and poor gun depression once again forces us to go over the ridge, and we're looking for that shot, but he pulls back. So then we readjust our aim, and I believe we hit the T-54E1, because there is an E100 and a T-54E1 up here, and they have no idea I'm shooting them in the side. We go for another shot on the T-54E1, but it misses. Sometimes Russian accuracy fails you. And we wait for the reload. The reload is quite nice on this weapon. We try and shoot at the 121 from earlier, but again we miss. And now, that 121 is pretty much screwed. It's on 7 health. He is circling around an E75, but I think he'll go down. Very soon, he says. I7 on the enemy team, you're not doing yourself any justice by spouting out that kind of language about other players. Not good at all. And now we have an E100, who is not looking at us at all. This will be very tasty indeed. Just rising up the ridge. Oh, there's a nice engine deck there. Oh, he's going to re-angle, is he? That's fine, just straight through the space armor. Oh, he's set on fire. And he goes down. 2 engine fires. He didn't have as much an opportunity to set that fire, extinguish that fire. So, never mind. And I think, unfortunately, the text there is asterisk, but I believe I know what that mouse has said. Surprise. Well, doesn't matter. And now there's only an FV215B183, and I crash into a rock, of course. Why wouldn't I? So, that was a surprisingly good game for me. I'm not going to get any more shots on that FV215B183, and he goes down. Let's take a look at the post-game statistics. And here we begin with post-game stats. So we gained 57,000 credits, 3,300 experience, 2 times win, first win of the day. We got a first class mastery badge, which is surprising. We killed 4 vehicles, fighter. We set 2 vehicles on fire, so we got arsonist and fire for effect. We spotted the Batchat, we destroyed 4 and damaged 2 others. We damaged the T-54 and the 121. Or did assistance damage on the 121 even. I believe that means. Yes. And then additionally... Nope, not additionally. Let's move on to team score. So we came top on damage done. We did 3.6 thousand damage, got 4 kills, and gained 1100 base experience. We only beat the Conqueror gun carriage artillery, by around 500 points of damage. On the enemy team, the highest was damage caused was by the artillery platoon, so I'll play to you two guys. The detail report now, we fired 9 shots, 2 of which missed because we aimed poorly, I'm gonna say, and sometimes the accuracy of the weapon isn't very good. It caused 3.6 thousand damage, as said, some from more than 300 meters away. We received 4 hits, all of which penetrated. That was some foolish play by me to get hit by that Batchat again and again and again. Only was saved by the AMX 1390 because one more shot would have killed. We gained 57,000 credits, spent 14,000 on ammunition, and 9,000 on ammunition and 14,000 on repairs, foolish repairs that they were. And there you can see the breakdown of the experience. And so there was the IS-8 game on Sam River. It did start as if it was going to be a horrendous match because of my foolish errors when trying to fight a Batchat medium tank with a 5-shot autoloader. Luckily the last shot didn't go in, but you could see how weak the whole armour is on this vehicle, and it should never be exposed if you can manage it, or ensure that you will probably bounce a lower tier weapon, such as a tier 7 or tier 8 weapon. It's unlikely you'll bounce many tier 9 and 10 rounds. However, you can see the gun is very effective. The mobility also makes this vehicle quite enjoyable to play once you overlook the weakness of the armour. So, I hope you enjoyed the replay on Sam River. I enjoyed playing it. This has been World of Tanks, and as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.